Um, it started now. I gotta start Facebook. Ooh. I think I need to do share screen. Start share screen, and let's start with the paper. Well, let's just let you look at that one. Okay, there we go. And then close, go live. And then here, the broadcast. Okay, y'all. So, hey, this is part 2. And I'll give you guys a new intro and all that stuff too. So what I'm finding out is like, I was going to do like my critical racism theory or whatever, critical race theory. I was like trying to teach everybody how to redo it. And I was like, shoot, let's talk about my story. Let's talk about why I'm always acting crazy about this shit. Why this shit is so important. They were trying to, okay, so first off, I'm an executive. They didn't want to give me the job as an executive because I'm so young, but that's not it. That's not true. What the problem was is that I think they broke out of the asylum. I don't know who was helping me. So this guy was helping me as a white guy, and we used to write movies and stuff together, right? And it was because my grandmother, I never made it to New York, right? Because my mother was supposed to marry Alberto, and she never married Alberto, and I never got to New York. But I was already a person that was going to be working with these television people. So my grandfather ends up dying when I was like 5. At least they say that's what happened. Because I don't remember going to his funeral. And then my stepfather, my step grandpa died too, Henry. So my grandfather's name is Eddie. So that's Shaketi. That's for Eddie. Eddie Schuler. Schuler Eddie. I just like kind of smushed it together. So anyway, my grandfather was really wealthy. So like when I was born, he paid off all my bills, all these different things. That's when I found out I was the Queen of England. Like I'm the real true Queen of England. Like we are the real Queen bloodline. And so from that point on, I'm like, okay, so all the award shows, I am the person that actually chooses the people for the award shows. All of the television stuff that's been happening, I've been doing it. So what happens is like when I knew they were going to cut me out, and this was the guy who was telling me this. He was like, you know what? They are trying to kill you. They're trying to kill you and take money. They're trying to cut you out. He told me that when I was like 5. So that's when I come up with this plan. Like I'll have other people in place to help me. So I am Diana Ross's and Barry Gordy's godchild. So now let's give everything to my god sisters because they're already famous. So whatever my god sisters want, bless them whatever they want. So then when I was younger, I meet Beyonce, and like she's like my friend, like she's like the first child that I was ever around. And I thought that she was my stepmother's family. So I was like, shoot, bless Beyonce. So then just so happens she comes on to Star Search again. She's blessed again. So then I write the letter and somebody blesses her again. So Beyonce is like always blessed. You see, because she's a sweet, y'all, she's so sweet. That is the thing. That's something y'all won't ever understand. I'm gonna cry. She is like the sweetest. She knows what she wants, but she the sweetest. She's like a little pumpkin pie. She's so sweet. So then I've only met her one time. We only like played together twice. So then I met Drake, and he was saying that he was a rapper and I was a writer. So he had me singing stuff to him on the phone, all this stuff too. So I'm a writer. So I was like, yeah, I'm a writer. I got a few songs. So it was either Drake or Latron. But yeah, but either way, I was blessing Drake too because everybody didn't talk to us because of they didn't like that we traveled. So when Drake was trying to talk to somebody on the phone when he was in this area, they didn't want to talk to him because they were from Cahokia. They were like, no, you could talk to Shantae. They actually gave him my number, called me, everything, and was like, you could talk to her because she travels a lot. So then I meet Nelly. And that was like the year after I met Drake. Like it was kind of like the same year because I think it was the last time I went. Maybe I met Nelly first. I don't know. I was in high school too, and Nelly's older than me. So what I liked about Nelly is like he was protective and like he likes being around friends. And he just straight up told me too. He's like, you know what? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be a rapper. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, okay. So then when I went to New York that's when I meet the people that were like trying to bless 50. So they were like, the guy was like, yeah, I'm gonna name myself some change. It wasn't 50. And he was like, and then he said he got a contract. I was like, that's cool. So then he said, so I guess he was just pretending to be 50. Like he's saying all this shit like he's 50 Cent for real. So then when I finally see 50, I'm blessed 50 too, because I'm just like, I have to have a sneak way around the bullshit that they trying to put me through. You see what I'm saying? So this is the bullshit they trying to put me through. Like I'm a really healthy person. They'll try to put me in an unhealthy relationship to have me raped. They'll try to put me in an abusive relationship so somebody can try to beat me. They even use spirits and shit to like have somebody try to fucking beat me. They've had child molesters following me as an adult. Like this is like the realest like they do this shit for real. And every time they fucking do it, y'all, they get a movie or a series or whatever. That's why I was like, don't y'all know I'm y'all boss? Like I'm y'all real executive ass boss. And it's like then when people really find out it's me, they're like, I didn't even know you existed. Look, it's been so many years since this man got in my car. He said he worked for like some type of Christian band or something like that. He's a musician, right? He got in my car and said, I didn't even know you existed. So if I now exist and you can see me in my fucking car, why y'all still like trying to stalk me and acting like I'm giving you permission to do a show? Like I'm not giving anybody permission to do anything. Like I haven't had my full rights as a boss. Like all they do is search or try to find something I say and then try to change it into how they want it to be. You see what I'm saying? It's like the people that are doing this, or it's like, are you serious? That's why they keep going crazy. So if you look at Issa Rae at the award show, if you look at Quinta B, they like looking crazy at the camera. They are possessed because they stole from me. Because I'm a queen. Like y'all can't get around it. Like they gonna catch you every fucking time because they start doing this and acting, and then they'll be doing their hands like this. Quinta will be just like walking back and forth, and her eyes are like this, and she's trying, and it'll be something from my show. It'll be something from what I said or whatever. It'll be something. I got 5 channels. So when Quinta started doing the Carolina Herrera, she got that from my Black Unicarns website. You know, when they did the Shira Pelly, everybody's like, we're in Shira Pelly. It's like, why? Because I did that shit on my site. And so it's like, y'all, they have to really just stop. And they are like hacking, like they hack my computer, all types of shit. And it's like, I am your boss. And Quinta and Issa are fired. And I'm like, this bitch comes out like she got a whole other show. I told them I had an oval face. Quinta, if you look at one of Issa's pictures from when she's doing Confident, her like, look, y'all, when I got to, before I went to Texas, I shaved off my hair and I had like the little piece hair. She shaves, it's like her hair is going back. She looks so fucking crazy. Like I'm talking about every fucking thing they do, they crazy because they are stealing. And again, I'm Jewish too. Like it's like they cannot understand that either. Like I'm a Jewish person. Like it's like you are going to get caught every fucking time. Every fucking time they do it. I just looked at somebody on this live or whatever. She was like, they're grandiose, they're this, that, other, that stuff that I write in my journal and all this shit. So that's like from the journal that was stolen. So it's like all the stuff they do, it's like, it's just this fake bullshit. And it's like, and I'm talking about that's all they do is walk around like this. And then they be walking real fast. You be like, don't you see that you are possessed? So it's like anytime this demon person, Clara McMath, Brandon Clark, anytime they take over somebody with this whole possessionist spirit shit, which now I'm just marking American Horror Story for all the shit that they do, they always end up being possessed because Brandon is taking over that thieving ass spirit that you have inside of you. And it's like, y'all, we can go back over all of the 10 commandments. As long as you follow the 10 commandments in life, as long as you follow like as long as you don't like overextend yourself with the 7 deadly sins, then you fine. But if you have any of that in you, they will tap into it and fucking control your ass with that shit too. Jealousy, envy, sloth. I'm talking about they will really fuck with you. And so that's what it is. It's like they just keep wanting to fuck with people. And it's like in the end, you really fucking with yourself. I thought about this the other day. I'm gaining weight, right? But not too much weight. I was mad at my mother one night because she wasn't acting like herself. So she sat at the table because my mother was a heavy woman. And so some people think because people are heavy, they eat a lot. They don't. I don't eat a lot. My mother never ate a lot. If y'all check out any of my what's in my bags, I have like a huge plethora of knowledge about fruits and vegetables. And if I haven't tried it, I'll try it. So what it is like, that's how my mom eats. So that's how I know somebody was trying to like possess her when I go back and think about it. My mother would get up in the middle of the night and have like 2 or 3 peanut butter jelly sandwiches. That's not how she eats. That's how Brandon eats. Brandon Clark eats like that. And so she is greedy and Brandon is greedy. But she not hungry greedy, like she not food greedy. So people will assume that because if people are heavy that they eat so much food. No, their skinny friend eats so much food. The heavier person is probably not eating enough food. You see what I'm saying? Or not moving around enough. And sometimes, like I said, they'll give you shots and shit like that to make you gain weight because of jealousy. So you have to be careful of that. Like your parents, they'll try to, like, some people like gotta hold on to people. And it's like, you don't. Like, you really don't. You don't have to drag people with you. So that's it. And guess what? When I get to the bathroom, I told y'all my first part of the show, I had to go to the bathroom. I told y'all, like, sometimes they'll try to like possess you while they living, right? And that's what they do to me. They'll keep trying to come in here and possess me or whatever, depending on where I'm sitting at in the room. If I sit, that's why I have to change the space. Every time I do something, I change like the way I sit. If they start possessing me too much during the show, I'll do that. Listen, for the rest of the show, I won't be possessed. When I went to go to the bathroom, the person was already getting upset. That's why my stomach started getting upset. Okay, that's where the anxiety came from. Because I myself, I'm not a person that is controlled by fear. So I do not have anxiety. This is because this person is possessing me. They can make you feel sick too. So I started to get a little sickness in my stomach. I go to the bathroom. By the time I get to the door, something fell out of me. So it was like the person was dizzy. I'm not dizzy. The person, whoever was trying to possess me, was dizzy. So that person falls over. All of a sudden, all I heard is ambulances and police police cars going down the street. You know why? Because that person has to be close to do that shit. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's actually what happened. Y'all, I feel so much fucking better. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, it was like my knees were hurting this morning. I was thinking my knees are going to be really bad. So the one guy died 2 days. Now my back doesn't hurt. My knees have been sore and stiff. So I got up this morning. My knees were still kind of still sore, whatever, but not as bad. And then when I just went to the bathroom, that motherfucker passed out. You know why? Because if they didn't do the research on this shit, that means that is a true connection to me, because all of this shit is evidence. Every one of these American Horror Show shits, they actually had somebody trying to start something with me. When me and Jamal went to go pick up my Mustang, because Jamal was there when I was like buying a Mustang, okay, and he was there, so the guy started trying to be like a little smart ass with me. Then, and Jamal was trying to get me not to do it because my car note would have been $500 or $600, okay. So somebody was making money off me off the top. Listen, then we get to the point, and that's before Brandon was there. So then, when the car gets repossessed, like I told you, like it was like water coming into the car and all the different stuff. So it didn't matter because it was a flood car, I think. So when it rained, the water would seep into the car and come onto the floor. Well, anyway, when I moved into the apartment, it was like, what, 2012? I stayed in that apartment from 2012 to 2014. And I think they repossessed the car like 2014 because I was having issues or whatever with everybody going crazy. So I went and bought a truck for $4,000. I bought a new truck, and it was somebody else there trying to start something about this truck. So, like I said, that Roanoke, whatever Illinois place, that's where the car was from. I would always check it, y'all, all the fucking time. It's ROANOKE. That's the one American Horror Show, American Horror Story that I haven't seen yet. But I'm telling you, every single time I also met this guy that I took with me to go pick up the car. So I met him on the bus. I was like, you want to go with me to go pick up my new car? He was like, yeah, I'm going. So it was a drop top blue Mustang, light blue Mustang. So that was like 2014. And so then they make this show in like 2016, 2015. But that's the place where they recorded me having sex all the time. So it's like, this shit is serious. Like, I have a huge lawsuit. And it's not even a lawsuit. It's an open and shut case. And y'all about to get, all this shit about to get canceled. I'm talking about, look, this is the most disrespect. And I'm a fucking queen. Let's not forget that. I'm like the real queen of England. Like, it's like not a joke. I am that's why they were like, oh, she's black. Yeah, I'm black. Who didn't know I was black? You just be like, you motherfuckers crazy. Like, they straight the fuck crazy for real. And some of them, I'm serious. I tell people, you will fall in love with some of these people, though. Like, some of them are like so fucking cool. But they crazy as fuck. Okay, so here we go. You see, and they said it's in North Carolina. No, it's in Illinois. So it's like all the research that they did for the American Horror Show is so fucking wrong that it's ridiculous. It's because they were stealing the whole fucking time. And I'm talking about this simple shit. You can just look the fuck up. The 7th season of American Horror anthology television series American Horror Story, subtitled Cults, takes place in the fictional suburb of Brookfield Heights, Michigan, during the year 2017, and centers on a cult terrorizing residents in the aftermath of Donald Trump winning the 2016 U.S. presidential election. So, y'all, that was my prediction. My prediction was that Donald Trump would win, and he would show us the faces of our enemies. And that's actually what happened. So, I don't know. That is actually what happened. So that was why. That's like my whole thing too. Like, I was like ready. And so that's what it is. It's like these people actually know my predictions. So if they know my predictions, they must have been at the school, right? Like they must have been, because this comes from like when I was at Morrison Elementary. And everybody they kept trying to get me on TV for some reason. When I was at Morrison, I won the chance to be the weather person on TV. And I never got a chance to be on TV. My grandmother whooped me or something like that. So it was like every time it was my chance to be on TV, I never got a chance to be on TV. Even after I knew what I could do. Like, so people will turn into gargoyles and all the different stuff when they do this shit. So either get possessed or turn into gargoyles. So what happens is like their face will actually change. And so that's what happened in the Holocaust too. So that's what it is. It's like, that's why I say, like, in the Holocaust, the people that were taken over, they must have been, they must have escaped from jail or a mental institution too, because it's the same situation. This is a Holocaust. It's still a continuation of the Holocaust. Okay, so let's look at season 8. Okay, so that was 2017. That was the 7th season. Okay, so now let's look at season 8. Season 8. The 8th season of American Horror Story anthology television series American Horror Story, subtitled Apocalypse, features the witches from New Orleans succumbing as they battle the Antichrist and prevent the world from ending. The season is presented exactly because, y'all, listen. If they continue, it's not the world, it's just the city of East St. Louis. Like, if they continue doing what they're doing, like letting all these evil ass people take over everything, then St. Louis and East St. Louis will cease to exist. Because right now we're not getting any money here and all that different stuff. I'm not anyway. Or I'll end up being killed, I guess, murdered. I don't know. So this is what year? So 2018. This man just said, so what the fuck do we do? You just do what I tell you to do. You just do what I need for you to do. You just take, I mean, it's not like I'm like a controlling boss, y'all. These people are really confused right now. It's like I'm not controlling, first off, and I'm doing other stuff. So what they'll do is like get them something, get them my ideas, all this different stuff. And that's all y'all do is just write what I want, like what I'm talking about. That's it. Like, and it's pretty good because usually they tell you everything I say word for word. So now that's why I just record myself. So now you know it's the truth. I'm not lying. And I guess as the president, I don't know what the fuck y'all do in the office, but I just set an agenda to like, what does the world really need? What does the United States really need? I'm not like, I don't know why I have to do that or whatever, but I have no clue. It's just that I became a boss after my grandfather died. Okay, the ninth season of American Horror Anthology television series American Horror Story, subtitled 1984, takes place outside Los Angeles during the 1980s and focuses on the staff of a summer camp reopening after a massacre of 14 years prior. So, look, the motherfucker didn't go. Y'all see how it's all stuff about, like, serial killers now? Because they did it. There's also a guy who held his daughter hostage like that. Like, he held her in a somewhere in Australia. He held her hostage with a son that he got her pregnant with. They thought that she was like somewhere doing something else. And so that's what I was thinking, are they trying to do me like that? Like, it's like these motherfuckers really are holding me and my family hostage. Like, they told them, he told them that she was off at college and he had her in a bunker or something with a son that he got her pregnant with. So that's it. So he could be out too. Who knows? Oh, let's get this one on. I'm on this page. Let's stay on the American Horror Show page. Okay, there we go. So that's season 9. And then let's go with season 10. So sometimes they can't find me as soon as about me, which is cool. Okay, so somebody's saying, I don't understand why I do what she say either. And somebody saying it's because that's not your job. It's because you a thief. It's because y'all keep trying to be hired through me. Like, you want to be me. And so when people force you to be me, it's like you still stay there thinking that shit okay. You can't. They even force me to be me. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, if it's the craziest motherfucker there, he'll try to force me to be me too. Like, you see what I'm saying? It's like nobody's telling you to stay there. Nobody told you that you had the job. Like, if that's my school, if I own a school, you know I own a school. Why would somebody be sitting in my fucking chair? You see what I'm saying? It's like y'all do this shit without saying it, or y'all try to sit there and act like y'all don't know that I can hear you and all this different shit. Like, y'all trying to play fucking games, and it's like, I'm not a kid, bitch. You see what I'm saying? I'm not a fucking kid. So that's what it is. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like, I don't know why I do what she says either. You know why? Because it's not your job. Because that's something that you should be doing in the first fucking place. Because you have no clue what to do. Because you try to take a job so you can have the title and still don't know what the fuck to do. Y'all just sitting there holding up space. And I could just be doing it my goddamn self. The 10th season of American Anthology American Horror subtitled double feature focuses on a family in 2021 in Princetown, Massachusetts in its first part. Red Tide, where they meet the town's true inhabitants, and later in the second half. See, that's what we're going through now. Death Valley and a group of camping students who find themselves in a conspiracy involving extraterrestrials. So that's what you would think these people are because of how they are. Like, they don't like the food. They'll eat like like they like mildew or something like that on there. Like for real, I got a chicken patty and it tastes like mildew. It smell like mildew, like it had mildew spores. Like this stuff they put out here in the air. I think that's what it is. I told Terrell, I was like, Terrell, there are aliens. Because that's what he told me. He said there are aliens here. And that's what I'm thinking. This person just does not know that this is just me and this man's conversation. He's like, you know that there are aliens here and they live with us too, but they don't know, right? So I was telling my cousin that too, like, it's aliens here. Like, these people are crazy. Like, they're strange. And so that's what it is. They're strange. Like, this stuff is actually fucking true. Like, this is the real true shit. And so that's what it is. It's like, I guess because we've known since we was little, it don't feel as best, but sometimes this shit's scary. I'm not joking. Like, it'll be like a singe of horror goes through my body every fucking time. It'll be like, you know, and then after a while, you just like, you get to know a fucking alien and you just like, this motherfucker crazy. Like, this motherfucker weird as fuck. And so that's what it is. They've been here for a long time too. And it's like they taste like, it's a McDonald's out here, like by the bar library, and they got this sauce. You can smell it too. It's like, it smells like sour. It's like, and it's like not any good or whatever. So it's like a sour ketchup-y taste or whatever. They'll just eat that shit. They'll gobble it down. And you just be like, what the fuck would you do that for? Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like, why would you eat that? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the skin and all that stuff. Like some people, you just be like, yeah, this motherfucker alien. Like, for real. So yeah, some of this stuff, you just, I don't know. We hostages. And all the stuff they telling y'all on this shit is true. And we have known since we were young. The 11th season of the American Horror Show, I probably know more than him because the man, he'll come talk to me by himself. The 11th season of the American Horror Anthology television series American Horror Story, subtitled NYC, takes place, look who wanted to go to New York, me, in 1980s New York City, and focuses on a string of killings involving gay men and the emergence of a new virus. Isn't that crazy? Look, y'all, all this shit in 2022. All this in 2022. And I should be like somewhere in New York. Look, they stole my clothes and everything. They stole my clothes, y'all. But it's American Horror Show shit. It is just like, why? Why would y'all have to do that? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's like, I'm your fucking boss. Like, I'm talking about all these motherfuckers fired. Somebody telling him now, you don't have the right to be in her life the way you are. Exactly. I'm talking about y'all. If I wasn't a person with confidence, I would just be sitting here shaking and holding my fucking self. That's why it's like, when I figure out who the fuck this motherfucker is, I'm talking about, I want it's like I'm seeking a fucking death penalty for this motherfucker. Like, it is not no joke. Like, it's like constant. And it's like, this person is actually just watching you, gonna watch me wash my pussy and have a fucking comment about it. Like, this shit is crazy. I'm talking about has committed every fucking crime that this motherfucker could commit just to do this shit. He just took criminals out of jail. Like, when my mom passed away, this motherfucker took criminals out the fucking jail, y'all. You see what I'm saying? Any fucking thing just so he could say he's smarter than me. Talking about he in competition with me. How? And I haven't made a show yet. Like, I made shows when I was young, but still, I never like got there to make the show. Like I was never on set to make the show. I made commercials too. But still, it's like this motherfucker really is just like every fucking crime, y'all. Every racism, rape, hostage, hacked, sex trafficking, kidnap, tax fraud, eavesdropping, identity theft, treason. Y'all, all of it's treason. You see what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. I'm talking about y'all actually possessed the president's wife. And then when Trump got into office, you possessed the fucking president. I think they possessed Obama too. A couple times when I saw him walking out of the room, like when he came out to talk to us when he was trying to get the universal health care stuff started, he was possessed. That's why he was pissed. It was like he was a different type of pissed. But he was pissed. So it's like, yeah, get the fuck on. And they were just doing that stuff because that's some shit they read about. Like, it was like the person looked up filibuster or something like that. I don't know. Somebody was talking about filibuster. That's why they was fucking with Obama with that shit. No, that shit just really did come from me. So it's like, yeah, what do y'all do? I don't know what y'all do. Make everything look pretty. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm not the motherfucker that's going to do that. I am not going to make it look pretty. I am the one that's going to tell you the truth. Okay, so yeah, all this again, Haunted Alton State Hospital. This is the end of the show. That's where all these people probably come from. The people that are holding us hostage, I know that's where they came from because they act like they know me in some type of way and they don't know shit. And so like I said, at first I couldn't hear them. So most of my life I couldn't hear them. I just started hearing them when I got out of Gateway, which was like 2020. And that's it. So that's all. Like, my family is a hostage. We need help because we are being held by people from the Haunted Alton State Hospital. And it's like they really are using science or something like that. Like I said, it was my idea first for like Wi-Fi and all that different stuff. So they can do this stuff. Y'all, I'm talking about I still feel good. Y'all don't know how many times these motherfuckers try to like hit me in the head or come through my body, whatever. I don't know if they got the spirit hit me in the head or if they got somebody coming through my body, but I'll be dizzy. Like I said, it'll hit my frontal lobe. Got to the bathroom, right side of my body, something was dizzy. It wasn't me. Somebody else was dizzy, fell down. Then I heard those, whatever, the sirens going by. So, who cares? Motherfucker, die. I hope you're dead. I do. Y'all, I need to be free of this shit. I'm not joking. They get on my fucking nerves. And it's like, for real, I'm not joking. Like, I don't want to be played for anything. Oh, I didn't even show y'all the stream. Okay, so this is it. Haunted Alton State Hospital. And then if you look at the link of what I'm writing, you can view it. So it's like I put the link in here. It's on a YouTube video. But you can view this document if you want to. But it's all here. It's all laid out. And this is my real life. Like, they stole my life story. So whoever it was, this was like a stalk, I guess. Or maybe it's like, at first I thought it was like maybe just the writer, they helped me with the Cosby Show, just taking notes or whatever, because they got a lot of childhood shit. So it's like, yeah, that's not yours, it's mine. And it should be given back to me. It's not yours. I'm pretty sure it's probably from my office or something, I don't know, but that's not yours. They keep trying, well, this is not yours. Like, no, white motherfucker, that's not yours. When were you that? When were you that in East St. Louis? You know what I'm saying? And so the creeped out part is that they stole the cultures from these places, or like they did the same thing to the black people, like by trying to kill their children, all this different stuff, trying to like actually become this more culture to culture. Because you got to think, when people came from other places, they actually did have class and dignity and morals and all this different stuff. And it's like some people, they grow up and they don't have it at all. So it's like, if I see you and you look rich and expensive and all this different stuff, why wouldn't I want to be you? You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's how you know that the Indians, the American Indians, were right. You see what I'm saying? Because white people really just came with no culture sometimes. And so that's it. It's like they try to steal, and it's like, you still look like trash. You really do. I'm sorry. You still look like trash. And some black people are that way too. With skin color, like in this situation, when I say white, I'm not talking about skin color. I'm talking about personality. I'm talking about how classless some people are. So that's it. I mean, that's it for me. I don't know. They always looking for some type of culture to take from. And it's like, just leave us the fuck alone. I'm so sorry, y'all. I did not show y'all shit on this fucking show. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Shantae, Brown Sugar Talk, under Black Unicarns, and Brown Sugar Talk on Instagram, telling you guys to have a great day. And so now, really, creepy people, fuck off. Now I know that it's creepy people. Creepy people, fuck off. Because it's disrespectful, it's actually treason. Everything that you do or try to center around me is treason. You are trying to overtake the country, because I myself am still a politician. I'm just not on the side. Have a good day.